Yo, happy Tuesday, everybody. My queen, she couldn't be women today, so I'm gonna hold it down for the both of us, right? But today I just want to speak on being committed, being absolutely committed. Um, Routine and commitment. We get in the routine of doing things, but we don't necessarily stick to the routine, right? We don't stick to the plan because we had a perfect plan. We had a perfect outcome. We had this perfect vision, right? But something happened and got us off course. Something always happened, right? Life always got its curveballs, right? There's always something around the corner. But when that happens, do we get back on track? When something knocks us off track, do we get back on track? Right? We gotta ask ourselves. We gotta hold ourselves accountable to that. Because what we are committed to, we're gonna stick to. What we are committed to, we're gonna finish. We're gonna finish what we started. Because no matter what, by any means necessary, we're gonna get it done. Because there is a purpose. Commitment brings purpose, right? And so with motivation is what gets us going. But the commitment is what keeps us going. So, a lot of people will talk about, oh, I got a why. And my why is this and my why is that. But you haven't finished what you started. You get mad when something happens. You get off course so easy when something happens, but you got this strong why. But if there is no purpose behind your why, then your why is a lie. That means that regardless of what happens around me, regardless of what throws me off, what discourages me, what distracts me, regardless of all of that, I am committed to get it done because there is a purpose. When there is a purpose, there is a driving force within you that is not going to stop you, that is not going to let anything happen. It's like, you know what? I may not have got farther as I needed to today, but tomorrow it's on, right? Because it's motivating, it's inspiring. That inspiration, that purpose is what keeps you going because it literally lights a fire within inside of you. Because the life that you had before, you're not gonna have that for your kids because you got purpose, right? You know that you know what my bank account may be where it is, but I have a purpose to save. I have a purpose to do better with my money. I have a purpose to do better with my finances because of where I came from and where I don't want to continue to be and where I'm trying to go. I gotta change my mind. I got to do a mind shift, right? I got to transition. It's a commitment. A commitment, it's a purpose, right? So please have a purpose behind your why. Because if we don't have no purpose, we easily get off track. If we don't have no purpose, we're not committed. So all the motivation that we get in life and what we see and what we read, that's fine and dandy. But it don't mean nothing if we're not applying our purpose, right? If we're not putting that purpose into action, okay? So we got to apply it. Of course, knowledge is power. Yeah, knowledge is power. But that ain't it. It's applied knowledge. Because we'll know what to do. That's the knowledge of knowing what to do. But the action about it is applying it. Because it's when we apply what we know what to do, it's when we get our results. It's when we get to where we want to get to in life because we applying it. We putting action to it. We putting forth efforts. And it's going to get us somewhere. It's going to take some time. Some things is just so big, like, you know what? It takes time for it to work out. Because depending on how deeply rooted the issue may be, depending on how big of the magnitude of our goals and our aspirations is, how purposeful are we? How committed are we to get it done? We can get in the routine of doing some things, but we get off track. But when you get off track, do you get yourself back on track? The key thing to it is getting yourself back on track. Life is going to get us off track, but are we keeping ourselves on track for our committed purpose? Be purposeful. Be intentional about what you got going on. Be intentional about what you want to do in your life. Be intentional about changing your family, helping your kids out and get to have the better life that they could have ever imagined. Wanting more for yourself, wanting more for your family. Be committed to whatever it is that you started. Please finish it. Run through the tape. Don't just get to the tape because it ain't finishing. Running through the tape. That's what gets it done. That's what gets it finished. That means commitment. That means there's a purpose behind it. So be loyal. Be loyal to your commitment, right? Have that desire, have that fire. When no one else is around you motivating you, be your biggest cheerleader. When no one else is patting you on your back, be your biggest cheerleader. When you doing so much and you making so much progress, but nobody sees it or nobody acknowledges it, be motivated. Be purposeful to what you are committed to. Be your biggest cheerleader, right? because you can't necessarily look for the outside world to give us what we want. We're not going to get it all the time from them, right? But within ourselves, within our own purpose behind our why, sticking to the routine, but being committed to it, that's what's going to get it done. So I hope that helped out. I hope that was motivating just a little bit for somebody. And as me and my wife mentioned all the time, a lot of things that we speak about, it's real life for us. It's what we go through on a daily basis, right? Because my wife, a month ago, she gave me a huge goal. And she was like, does that scare you? I said, no, it don't scare me. It just blows my mind. But we serve a God that's going to blow our mind. We serve a God that's more of abundance, that is more, right? That can do any and everything that he allows to be happen, right? And there'll be times that he'll laugh at our goals. But there'll be times, a lot of times, where he'll just get us in the process, that he will make us where we need to be. But we got to go through some things. He got to shift us, right? He got to work on us. We got to lay down and let him work on us. You understand me? Because he's the doctor. We the patient, right? So he going to work on us. But regardless of how big our goals is, are we going to put forth the efforts to get it done? We got to be committed to that goal, and it'll get done. It may not get done when we want it, but it'll be right on time. So I just hope that, we all just stay committed, man. The year, the month is almost done. And I was thinking today, I was like, man, a lot of people say, oh, time has flew by. It's already almost the end of the month. But what have you done up until this point? See, time flies by when we not doing nothing. Time flies by when we just going through the routine. Time flies by when we just going through the motion. And then you get to the end of the month, like, oh, the end of the month already. 6 months into the year. Oh, it's 6 months into the year already. But what have you done up until that point? And another thing with commitment, you never be mad at a lazy person, because a lazy person ain't did nothing. So I have to ask myself today, I said, man, are we satisfied where we at? Are we satisfied in the process of what's going on and the progress that we're making? Are we satisfied? Are we healthy, right? Are we happy with where we at? Because you can't be mad at a lazy person. A lazy person ain't did nothing, so they ain't give you nothing to be mad about. But within yourself, you know what you're doing, right? When you look yourself in the mirror, you know what you've been doing. You know what you haven't been doing. So we can put on a facade for any and everybody else, but within ourselves, when we look ourselves in the eyes, right, and we see it to our own soul, we know what we've been doing. We know what we haven't been doing. We know what we just been going through the routine of doing, and we also know what we are committed to do. So, I just hope that this is a self-reflecting message for everyone. It's definitely self-reflective for myself. Each and every time we talk, we coming from our heart, we coming from our own experiences. We coming from real situations to where we hope that this helps somebody else, because in turn it's helping us. So please get a structured plan. Every successful person had a structured plan. They had a structured daily plan, right? So that's our routine. But when life happens and it gets us off our course, please have the gumption, have that purpose inside of you to keep it going, to stay loyal, to stay dedicated, to stay committed, to finish what we started. Let's go.